Hello everyone. I've had inundated actually with people asking me to do a follow-up to the first reading that I did trying to help find Jay Slater. As we know, we're nearly 2 weeks on. I think we're 2 weeks on this Monday coming, and they've scaled up a big search this weekend. So I've agreed to do a part two, okay, so that I can look to see if anything's changed, if there's anything new coming up. Okay, I'm doing the same spread again, but I'm using a variety of cards. Okay, so this is the spread. I've actually printed it out so you can see. It's called Finding a Lost Item. And again, we're putting Jay Slater as the lost item. Okay, because we want to know where he is, whether he's dead or alive now. Okay, because I've got to be honest here, time has ticked on. Okay, so whatever the situation is, it needs to be found, okay, for his family and his friends' sake. Okay, so let's look at it that way. Okay, so when I was in meditation, I did feel quite an angel's presence, okay, and this was quite a guardian angel. I had huge wings, and I did see the back of Jay with a hoodie on, okay, and he was sort of not looking at me properly, not turning back. Okay, so I was connecting with him a little bit, but it feels like I was connecting with him not at the time he went missing. Okay, so where the lost item is, again, this is very similar to what I got before. I've got a family unit, okay? As I said to you before, this is a Ten of Cups. This is actually a good card, okay? But we're actually being told to look at the picture on this card more, okay? This is previously a family property. There has been children brought up in this property. There's green space, there's dry arid land. It's a place where children once played. Okay, so it's indicating somewhere that was once a happy home. Okay, and there's the man and woman there, okay, that I talked about previously. And there is the children that I do feel are now grown up and left the home. So we've got Jay here as the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is quite a reckless person. Okay, they do things spontaneous without really thinking it through. They're fearless, ambitious and impulsive, and they are strong and ready to take on the world. So they might actually change course of where they're going one evening. So the fact he went over with two blokes in a B&B that was miles out, I don't think he would have thought about it. He was probably the type that didn't want the party to end. Okay, I have got a gentleman here who's a mature male. He's authoritative and powerful, and he has lots of experience in difficult situations. And I do think he can be controlling and possessive. And this is the gentleman I do feel that is the head of the household, okay, in which this house or this area of farmland with a house that I've been picking up. Okay, so it's telling me at this current point, dead or alive, okay, that he's still in that vicinity. Okay, so number 2, colours on the card to describe where the item is. Okay, first of all, what I notice about these two cards is the yellow. So we've got the card of the Sun and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Card of the Sun is telling me he's in a hot climate. Okay, it's very dusky, very dry where he is, and there could be some things growing. Okay, there's sunflowers in the background. I don't expect it to be flowers. It's more likely to be something that they can grow over there, like aloe vera or something like that. And the Knight of Pentacles is quite a slow-moving character. So whoever's got him, although they're controlling, they're taking his time. Okay, I've also picking up a mature woman here as well, who can be deceitful and cunning on the playing cards, and they're not afraid to face change or challenges. They have got some upcoming expenses they are worried about, as I said before, and they've got him in a holding position, because this to me is blocking the path to his freedom, blocking the path to finding out where exactly he is. Okay, so colours, symbols on the card to describe where the item is. Okay. It's definitely something to do with finances. This is the card of money. Okay. Again, if you have a look, it's a really yellow card, which is indicating a lot of heat around this. Okay. Heat around this situation, heat around where he is. Okay. And we know we've got unexpected expenses and obligations that require someone to have some responsibility. They are carefully, they're being very cautionly with their approach to this situation of having him in that property. Okay. Because they have financial problems and they are playing the long ball with this. I do think he's being kept quite secluded, okay, and closed off. So like I said, I do feel he is probably in an outbuilding, not in the actual main home itself, okay. So action that can be I can take to help find this item. Again, I'm picking up another gentleman who is actually a caring gentleman. I do feel he's a local, who is aware of the authority that the gentleman that has him, and he would he might step up. So whether he comes in his own bat, in fact, it could even be a family member, okay, that knows what his father's like, okay. But I know that there has been some difficulties amongst the gentleman that has him and the gentleman that could break this case. Okay, so there has been some conflicts of interest between the two. It could be for some time they haven't had anything to do with each other, or it could be that they've decided to build bridges back up. But he's from the past, so they've known each other for a long time. So you've got two gentlemen here. You've got an older one and a younger one. The younger one is much more caring. He's emotional. He's a good person, and he's going to be onto it. Okay, he's going to be onto it. Okay, I did say about a gentleman before who I felt was quite local, who was sort of on to that. Okay, excuse me, I've just dropped a card. Okay, so something I need to be mindful of while looking. Is that the heartbreak and the suffering, the grief that people are feeling, not knowing either way whether he's dead or alive, is completely overcoming the family, as you would imagine. And they've met a lot of people in this experience, but they'd rather not had this experience, okay? And they feel united as a family where maybe they haven't for a while, okay? And I do even think the mum and the dad have reunited in some sort of joint effort, even though they were previously estranged from each other as well. Okay, so everyone is on the same page with this. I pulled out some extra cards, and I know that he's at a distance. I know that his dad seems to be very much on a mission, and I don't think his dad will give up at all. He's going to manifest action, have the willpower and the creation to keep going, and he's going to keep investigating different avenues of this case as well, even if he's doing it alone. Okay, he's really on a mission to get to the bottom of it, and even if it's going to take him a long time to get to the bottom of it, he's absolutely determined to. Okay, so going down the side, I clarified some cards. Okay, So we know that this a darker haired female, a younger female that he had a conflict with before, okay, because it's clarified to communicate clearly to those around you to avoid conflict. So it's telling me that there was a dark haired lady he had some sort of argument with before that I don't think she's properly talking about or addressing, okay. And then I've got the spiritual growth. Okay, so although he's going through a horrific experience, I do feel that he's grown spiritually, and this has probably changed him as a person. He's definitely feeling trapped in some sort of situation, okay? And I feel that it is with this couple who are controlling everything, and they've got him at some sort of outbuilding, like I said, okay. Excuse my dogs, guys. And then I know that he was out on his own for a short time. Okay, I've got the card of short term, and then I've got him doing something out of his comfort zone because I've got the Joker. So that's telling me for a short time he was out on his own. He might have stumbled across this property and then they took advantage, okay? But I know that he was on his own for some time before this happened. And I also know that I'm picking up the family card with travel. So I know that pretty everyone in the family that can be there is there now, okay? And there's possibly some more people that they're trying to get over there at the present moment. So like we said about the funds being withdrawn for family, I do see that as the truth, okay? This is a very interesting one, because we know we've got the work card, okay? So this could have been something he was doing for work, okay? Or this could be the actual premises, because the premises I'm in, I feel they live off the land, okay? So it's used for some sort of work. And I've got that crossed with a loss or death in your life, or metaphorically speaking, okay? So that could indicate that there's been a loss. Okay, it could indicate that it's just a loss that will be found, or it could indicate a death. Okay, then I've got the card of friendship. Okay, so there's two people that have come together, and they're expecting an unexpected windfall and a success in financial matters, but they're trying to carefully handle it right now. Okay. And I do think they've been together a long time, this couple. They are husband and wife, and they're looking at pragmatic and logical solutions to financial matters. And they are wary and indecisive. They're not certainly prepared to get caught at this point. That's why they're going to play the long game. Okay, so I do know that there is a constable or some sort of policeman higher up that is in charge of this case. He's trying to control everything, but at the moment, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, feels like there's like 5 leads, or like 5 ways he can go, and it feels like he's trying to evenly give sort of a little bit to every single one of these 5 sort of ways, okay? And what I do see is that this is going to affect him for the rest of his life, this case, and he will have to move, okay, to have a fresh start in his life after this case, okay? Because I do feel that he's going to be very, very deeply affected by it, this policeman, okay, that seems to be in charge. I know they've been quite quiet. I know they haven't been saying too much, but I do feel that, you know, again, it's picking up very similar stuff to what it did before. It's indicating some sort of house that was once a happy family home. There's an older lady and gentleman, and I even feel that the gentleman's more dominant, but the lady's really emotionless. Okay, and it's definitely a fallout with his female friend, okay, before he went out on his own. It could have been that which made him sort of go quite quickly off in an opposite direction, because I do think that he had taken something as well and was intoxicated. so again, the money that's being withdrawn, okay, from the fund does feel like it is to support family and friends that are coming over. And it does feel like the family have reunited, some of them that weren't that close, or reunited. Whatever has happened in the past, they have one goal, and that's to find out what's happened to him, dead or alive. Okay. It does feel, whether he's dead or alive, that at the moment he's still at that particular house or building or farm, okay, and that particular outbuilding. I do think they're playing a long game. I do think they're playing the long ball, and I do think they saw an opportunity and took it. And I think he'd probably been on his own for a while before this happened. I've got a feeling it was like one day or one day a night before this happened. And you know, that they're biding their time. They're not prepared to be caught here, but there is money that they're after for this. Okay. I hope this has helped. Please can I just let you know that any readings any mediums do are for entertainment purposes only. We have to say that, okay? But I'm usually pretty right on things. I would say about 90%, okay? So, you know, most mediums do tend to be around about that, okay? Who actually do it for a living properly, okay? And I just hope this helps, guys, and I'm going to watch the news and catch up with it all later and see if there's been any progress. Okay, hope you all have a lovely weekend, and fingers crossed he's found. Bye.